is currently 5:25. I usually wake up around 5 o'clock so that I can take a little time to myself before I leave for work. So we're gonna get ready for work and then we are going to head on off. Okay, so I just finished getting ready. This is the fit for the day. And yeah, now we're gonna go do some quiet time and I'll journal. Yeah, I don't know. I heard from someone that you're supposed to drink like a cup of water in the morning so that you can like get more water in your system. So that's something I do as well. So yeah, let's go do that. So I'll typically read and journal for about half an hour. And then after that, I'll eat breakfast and then head on off to work. Okay, so I just got done with journaling and reading, and now I will eat breakfast. So let's go do that. That was loud. I just knocked over my water bottle. That was definitely not as aesthetically pleasing as I thought. I just spilled everywhere. And then I go and sit and I look at the news and what YouTube videos have come up, and I eat my breakfast. So yeah, that's what's going on. Okay, so I just finished breakfast, so now we're headed off to work. I'm just gonna throw some stuff in my backpack really quick and then we're gonna head out the door. So let's go! Alright, let's get out of here. Okay, so my commute to work is usually around 45 minutes to an hour. It kind of depends on the traffic. Man, it's really bright today. And on my time there, I pretty much just listen to a podcast or music. So the traffic can be kind of bad just because I live in Chicago. And so it's a little bit of a bigger city, but I don't mind. I know some people really hate traffic, but I really don't care at all. So we're just gonna get going. Okay. We just made it to work. It is currently 6:55. I technically get into work around 7, so we are right on time. The main reason I wanted to make a video like this is because when I was going through college, I didn't really feel like I had a good idea of what it would look like when I transitioned out of college to work. Specifically when you're going into business, it can be like a huge learning curve because everyone seems like to know exactly 100% what they're doing. But here's the secret. Nobody knows what they're doing. Everyone's just kind of like faking it and making it look like they're okay and everything's going great, but everyone's like just freaking out because they're having to pay bills, do taxes, they're having to pay gas money, they're paying insurance now, and they're like freaking out. They're like, man, my parents used to pay for all of that. And so I kind of just wished that I would have had a video like this to help me like understand what it would look like on a daily basis, because I had so much free time in college that I just don't have nowadays. So I used to be able to do all these things like go out and hang out with friends like pretty much any time of day if I didn't have a class, but that's just like so different from like life once you're outside of college. For me, it was kind of a rude awakening because I was like, oh, I'm just gonna have like so much more free time. And then I was like, oh shoot, actually I'm working like 10-hour days now. Or for this job, I'm only working like I think 8 hours a day. But for my last job, I was working 10 hours a day, and that was crazy because I had I just had no way of gauging or understanding what that would look like. Because I had never worked a job like that. Honestly, sometimes the job that you get is not what you were expecting it to be. So then you're kind of like, okay, do I look for a new job even though I've only been here like 2 weeks, or Do I just ride this out? This is literally something I experienced. It happens to a ton of people and it's really normal. If you have any questions about it, feel free to ask me in the comments below. Otherwise, I can make a whole video on it. It's really confusing. So I was just hoping to like take some of the knowledge that I have now from being like a year out of college and just hopefully let some of you guys know what it's like outside of college, because I just didn't have any idea, like whatsoever. So hopefully this is helpful. So we're about to head into work. Because of the job that I work, we're a manufacturer. So I actually have to have, I don't know if you saw them, I put on steel-toed boots and I get these fancy glasses that I get to put on every time that I walk into the building. So let's get going. This is our lunchroom. It's pretty minimal. I knew I was forgetting something. I forgot to bring a lunch today because I was taking videos of my morning. Oh man. All right, guess I'm getting something out today, which is not my usual, but that'll be nice. Okay, it is currently 7:05. I'm a little bit late mainly because I've been talking to a camera, but now I start my work day. I have an hour off for lunch around noon, and then I end my day around 4 p.m. So let's get to work and I'll show you what I do. So usually in the first part of my day, I just answer emails. I check to see what I have going on today with my calendar, and I also go around to all of the different sections of our plant and I see what projects people have been working on, and then I input them into the system. I also see what things we received from the day and put them into our inventory folder. I also schedule new jobs that we need to work on. So that's what I'm gonna be doing this morning. So yeah, that's pretty much what I do in the morning. I'm gonna keep doing that until lunchtime, so I won't bore you guys with all of that. It's so awkward to be doing this and all my coworkers are walking past. So please leave a like. Alright, now is the time of day that I go and get lunch because I forgot mine. So let's go do that. Okay. I got my food and it came with ice cream. Let's go. Let's go. Now we're just gonna head back to the office. Usually I spend my lunch hour editing videos, so I'll kind of show you a little bit of what that looks like. And then it's on to the second half of the day. Let's get this! Okay, we're fine, we're fine. We're making it, we're doing the thing. We're going back to work, baby! We're going back to work! I need to take this jacket off. It is too hot for this. It's too hot for this. It's too hot for this. The jacket is coming off. It's so hot out here, but in the office it's kind of cold, so I wear it in the office sometimes, but it is too hot. Too hot to be wearing this. I think it's right on top of us. Okay, so we got all the food. I'm sitting at a table now, down to eat, and this is super awkward because my co-workers are watching me talk to a camera, which is super hype. I usually pull out my computer so that I can edit videos while I'm at lunch, so that I can be doing, kind of getting multiple things done at the same time. And I find that it helps me with my productivity, because if I just use this time to kind of just sit around, then I would end up just never getting any of the videos done. But yeah, Obviously, for each person who does their own thing, it would be very different. But for me, this is what I do. The setup goes crazy. We got the ice cream, the glasses, the little thumb drive. I've got open Photoshop. We got the hamburger. We got the iced tea. And we got the coat, which makes me super hot. This looks like it's gonna be good. It's gonna be good. And I'm gonna take a bite of this sandwich. Oh yeah, it's so good. It's gonna be great.
That's a fancy getup, man. What is that?
This?
Yeah.
Just a side project. I just did a bunch of work on this thumbnail during lunch. I think it looked pretty good, but now we're gonna go back to work. Okay, I just got back to my desk. Let's finish off the rest of this day, and then I'll talk a little bit more about what it looks like to be in the workforce and the differences between college life and kind of this adulty life after college. Okay, it's the end of the day. I'm getting my stuff together. I'm gonna leave a little bit early just because I got a couple errands to run. But let's get everything pulled together and let's get out of here. We gotta go. We gotta go home. Grab my coat. Let's get out of here. Okay, so there's a full day of work as someone who is no longer in college. After this, I usually drive back to my apartment, and basically for the rest of the night, I spend time with my family and I spend time with my friends. And usually that just looks like watching an episode or two of a show and then heading to bed, which is a huge transition because when I was in college, I pretty much just watched stuff until like 12 a.m. Now that I'm out of college, I have to wake up really early in a way that I didn't have to at all when I was in college. So now I have to go to bed like pretty early, like 9 or 10, which is so weird. But anyway, so yeah, that's kind of like what it looks like. I usually go home and I make dinner. If you guys have any questions or anything that you'd like me to answer, I could totally go over it in another video. I hope this was helpful to somebody, at least a little bit. And let me know what you guys want to see in the future. I'm planning on kind of doing videos a little bit like this. If you liked it, please give this a like and subscribe. And I will see you guys in the next video. Thanks.